is Rebecca Dial, and I'm from Lexington, South Carolina, and I'm a double major political science and history. I took historical methods in the fall of 2010, and we worked with the Don Morris papers. I specifically worked with the 1943 papers, alphabetizing and preserving and removing all the staples, and it was the first time I had been introduced to the special collections. I hadn't known it existed beforehand, and it was an interesting experience getting to work with it hands-on instead of just talking about the history of ACU or about, the history of the United States or whatever. Got to actually kind of deal with it, so that was a unique experience. I started off as a research assistant dealing with the Robert C. Donner collection and looking at the different pamphlets that were in there, preserving and going through all of them. I presented a paper just recently at the Phi Alpha Theta conference here on ACU's campus about the relationship between anti-Semitism and anti-communism, and it was based on the pamphlets that I was working with in the Donner collection and seeing the relationship between how so many of the pamphlets presented communism as related to Judaism and then tried to negatively portray both of them. And so that was an interesting connection that I was able to make through just examining the pamphlets here, and that allowed me to be able to go and present at this conference, and I was able to do that through working here. I would say that just telling people what it is, because they just view it as this room that they're not allowed to enter, instead of a place where they can go for a lot of documents. Like now I know where I can go for if I'm doing research on the United Nations or the history of segregation or anything. I know I can come here and be able to check it out, but I think people don't realize that they're allowed to actually come and use the materials that the special collection has. So just offering that as another viable option for research.